Hey there. What do you do when you're at the end of your rope? You don't know where to turn and you've reached a crossroads and you don't know what's next. What do you do? It's a big question because the thing is, you're the one, the leader, the one that's in charge. You're the go-to person. You're the one people come to, whether it's your people you work with, or people who work for you. They Your family, your friends, everybody, you're the one people come to for ideas, direction, clarity, the next steps. And yet, maybe there's some sort of challenge in your life now, whether it's about thinking about getting a divorce, or you have a health crisis, or a family member has a health crisis, and or something else, and you really don't know which way to turn. Hmm. What do you do? We'll get to that in a moment, but for those of you that don't know me, my name is Catherine Walters, and I'm a soul alignment expert and soul play angel. And I help wise, mature, conscious professional women, leaders in their field, to align with their soul and receive understanding from their soul and their soul contract so that they know when they're moving forward and making choices and decisions about their life in a time of transition or at a crossroads, they can do so with clarity and certainty, knowing exactly what's the next move. So, what do you do when you're at the end of your rope? Well, from my years of working with clients and on myself, I know that there are three things that you want to do to help you, or basically to ask, and that's to connect with the divine. However you see the divine, it could be a great intelligence, a greater power, a higher power. It could be Christ or God, Goddess, Creator, Source, Buddha. It doesn't matter what you name some greater intelligence and or how you refer to them. And the first thing is to ask for help. Now, that's not necessarily easy for you, because you may ask for, support ideas, whatever from sometimes. But again, when you're in a leadership role and people come to you, you can't necessarily ask for help. You've got to be able to give them the answers. So being put in that position where you need to ask for help and surrender to something greater can is it's not necessarily easy, as I mentioned, but that is the first step, is asking for help. The second step is the ask for hope. Because really, when you're asking for help, I've seen it with clients, is they're not only asking for help, they're really, really and truly asking for help. So here's another one of my cactuses that has a holiday sign for hope in it, because hope is super important. So it was the one attribute that was, popped out of Pandora's box. And it was there for a reason, because when you're at the end of your rope, you're looking for anything that will give you hope. And the law of polarity states that if there's something that you're focusing on that's really difficult, like a decision, there is a solution on the other side. Just may not be focusing on it yet. And then the third thing is, after you've asked for help, ask for hope, ask for a sign. Mhm. It could be anything that will, like, be meaningful for you. For me, I love getting like three numbers, like 333, or a feather, a rainbow, love rainbows. But it could be a phone call from somebody you haven't heard from in a while. It could be a check in the mail. It could be a client contacting you saying, hey, I'd like to work with you again. It can be anything that lifts you up, makes you feel lighter. It could be, one of your grandchildren coming in and giving you a hug, but a sign that there is hope. There is something more, because We all need that, especially this time in the world where there's so much chaos and confusion and things happening on a daily basis that are upsetting and disruptive. So whether it's personally or professionally or just globally as global citizens, we all get to remember these three questions of asking for help, hope, and a sign. And I know you've worked on yourself. You've done courses and workshops and therapy and personal development work and all of that. And yet, these three simple tips are still so powerful. And I also know that this month, the archangels came to me and said, "Hey, Catherine, let's offer Ask the Archangel readings again at a special discount," which is not something I generally do, but they wanted there to be a way for you to comfortably, safely ask for help, receive hope, and get a clear sign. And I know in these readings, you will definitely get all three. So if that seems of interest to you, the link is below. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Love and blessings. Namaste.